More than 3 million units per year. That is the housing gap that needs to be addressed in this country. And one financial institution, honed by years of experience and proven practices, continues to expand the secondary mortgage market to support those who are providing and availing of housing loans. With 4 decades of quality service in the housing industry, the National Home Mortgage Finance Corporation, or NHMFC, has been consistent in its goal of channeling funds into more affordable housing loans. Created in 1977 by the Presidential Decree 1267, the National Home Mortgage Finance Corporation is a pioneer housing finance institution specializing in secondary mortgage, securitization, and bonds. And to help us know more about the National Home Mortgage Finance Corporation is the Executive Vice President of NHMFC, Ms. Livia Alicia Ramos. Welcome, Ms. Livia.
Welcome to NHMFC.
Will you tell us more about the NHMFC?
The National Home Mortgage Finance Corporation, or NHMFC, is one of the 5 key shelter agencies of the government. We are the country's premier secondary mortgage institution. As a secondary mortgage institution, the NHMFC is mandated to increase the housing finance availability to enable Filipino buyers in their home acquisition through the development of the secondary mortgage operation.
So what sets it apart is that this is a secondary mortgage
we're the secondary. As a secondary mortgage institution, we do not provide end-user financing, but rather we buy mortgages from both government and private financial institutions.
So what is now the affiliation or the relationship between NHMFC and Pag-ibig?
Pag-ibig is the primary lender. So they provide financing for their members for the acquisition of housing units. While NHMFC buy mortgages, we can buy mortgages from Pag-ibig, originated by Pag-ibig or other public and private financial institutions. And we convert these mortgages to securities, and which we eventually sell to the public.
So thank you so much for clarifying that for us, Ms. Livia. Expanding its reach, the National Home Mortgage Finance Corporation now offers efficient operation and effective financial management to borrowers, members, and even non-members of SSS and GSIS, as well as developers of low-cost housing projects. Joining us today is the President of National Home Mortgage Finance Corporation, Mr. Felix Berto Bustos Jr. Welcome, Sir Felix.
Welcome, then.
One of the core services of NHMFC is called the Housing Loan Receivables Purchase Program.
Right.
So tell us more about this.
Essentially, it's transaction between a primary mortgage institution and NHMFC. What we try to do is we try to give them long-term fixed rate. In effect, what we say, if you sell your loans to us, then you will get money which is not reprice. So, for example, if you budget to pay 80 pesos for every 1,000, then it will always be 80 pesos for the next 25 years.
So in effect, it makes the job easier for the developer to mortgage from you instead of having to worry about the repricing every year or every 2 years. We also understand that your company also specializes in securitization and bonds. Tell us more about this.
Okay, the first one, which we call Bahay Bond 1, was basically issued in 2009. It was 2 times oversubscribed. It got an award from the asset manager as one of the most outstanding deal of the year. Our next issue, which we call Bahay Bonds 2, would cater to the small investors, people, retail investors. And the way we did that is we made the minimum investment 5,000 pesos.
Actually, that's really the best way, investing even in the small investor.
Right. We're helping the developer get more money so they can build more houses for the consumer. But in the meantime, the financing is for those people who still don't have the money, but they're saving. We have the buy side and we have the sell side.
Okay, so now you're about to start your 4th year. What is your vision and thrust for the coming years?
We are going to go into regional grouping called ASEAN. We're trying to develop relationships and learn from our ASEAN neighbors.
I really appreciate what you're sharing with us and even the innovations that you've created for NHMFC. It just goes to say that with white hair comes wisdom, and more innovation. Which
Thank you,
means
thank you.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you, Maria.
Committed in ensuring a sustainable housing finance system with high standards of excellence and professionalism, National Home Mortgage Finance Corporation aspires to be the recognized authority and preferred partner of both public and private institutions of the secondary mortgage market, making it an engine of growth in the housing industry.